All right, you guys, tonight, 6:30 to 8 p.m. I'm teaching at Zoe Cascais. I have very few people signed up. Why? Why is that? Why is that? And I know you're not doing anything special. I know your ass is going to be sitting down on the couch, eating nasty food that you shouldn't be eating, scrolling on your phone, looking at nothing, dumping into your brain, feeling like waking up, feeling like and then wishing you would have come. And the only reason that you don't come is because it's raining outside. Look at me. I'm gonna walk in the rain and it's beautiful. It's cold. I'm tired. I'm lazy. I don't want to feel. I don't want to move. I don't want to do something good for myself and my body and my psyche and my well-being and everything that is in me that I have to carry around all the time, all day long, and then complain about. But then you don't do anything about it when the opportunity arises. Come. Done. I'll see you tonight. DM me to sign up. And don't text me to tell me why you can't come. I don't care. I don't want to hear your excuses. You listen to your excuses. You sit with it. You really look at it. Is it really true? You know? Because that's another thing. Don't empty your mind, your guilt, your shame on me. You sit with it. Or come. I'm done. No, I'm not done. I'm not done. Nothing great happens unless you show up for it. Do you think that I accomplished being Olympian just by saying, not today, I don't feel like practicing today? No. You know when it counts? And my coach would always say this after, practices of 10 hours long, of which I only have one day off. I practice at 4 a.m. to 10 a.m. and then I practice again from 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. And all of this was on minimal food source, and I was dying and I was tired. And she would say the only hour that matters is the very last hour when you totally want to give up. That's where you're building strength, you're building confidence, you're building discipline, you're pushing through what you thought you couldn't do. And then when you have all of that good stuff, those tools integrated in your body, you never doubt yourself. You attack life, and life then comes back at you at full force. You don't victimize yourself. You don't sit down and say, not today. No. And then if you choose not today, you choose it from a place of knowing that, no, you show up, maybe not today because I'm sick. Maybe not today because I'm really integrated in myself. I know myself. And today something deep inside of me is saying, today is the day of rest. But I'll tell you, a lot of people don't even touch on that kind of awareness because they're not even in their bodies. They've never given themselves a chance to feel themselves in their bodies, to really feel themselves in their bodies. Because a lot of times they say they're tired, but they're tired here. They're not tired here. They haven't even begun to move this. You're tired here because this is constantly overworking, telling you how shit you are. And then you believe it. And then your body is like in there wanting to express all of this beautiful color. And the mind is going, no, stay home. You can't. You're tired. You have something to do. It's all an illusion. It's all a creation of your ego mind. Yeah, I'm frustrated. I'm frustrated because on the back end, then I have to hear, or all of us have to hear, all the complaints. And by the way, the complaints don't just come by mouth. They come by behavior and action. When we cross each other and someone's in a shitty mood because they haven't moved anything, they've never researched anything that's happening in their body, they fight against themselves, so then they fight against the world. And then when they're giving an opportunity to actually meet themselves in a safe, loving space, they don't show up. It's just such a whack excuse. People use like fucking 0.000.1 of their potential because they're so undisciplined. And then, they blame it on everything else. They point. They diagnose, they take their pills. It's all, man, this stuff is not complicated. You want to feel good? You got to show up for yourself. Like, seriously, in every way. Don't wake up and pick up your phone and scroll through it and be there before you've even taken in the day. Go outside, take a walk. Yeah, be with the rain. It's natural, just like you. Be with the plants. Move your legs, take a walk. Move your body, feel your emotions. Extract them, express them. That's why they're there. Voice your voice. Ha! Take your breaths. Watch how the aliveness comes. Woo! Actually, no, not done. Okay? Because what your ego mind will make you do is to say then, later, when it's a nice sunny day and you feel rested, hour 1 of your practice, you'll show up to your little fun yoga class, light yoga class, your little class where it's enough, but it's not too much, you know. It's enough to say you did it. And you'll say, see, Cuchira, I did it. I show up. But like I said, like my coach said, it's that last hour when you have almost nothing left in you and you have to pull from the deepest part of you. That's when your truth comes out. And if you can make it through that, whew, you are going to feel so accomplished. And that builds if you do it over time. I'm telling you.